There's nothing like professional wrestling. No other scripted live form of entertainment can get so many emotions out of you. I'm happy for his success. I'm devastated and my childhood is ruined. Welcome back, I missed you. It should have been me! But plastic referees, dumb finishers, slow-mo climbs, wrestlers having amnesia, secret, not so secret private conversations, referees forgetting the rules. We talked about all of this in this video right here. And y'all said, well, yeah, we actually hate so much more about wrestling. And some people actually misunderstood the video. Wow, wrestling fans complaining about wrestling fundamentals that have been around for decades. How shocking. Look, it's absolutely fine to admit that some things about the thing that we absolutely love are kinda dumb, like the rear view finisher. I'll take it. So in this video, I'll talk about even more things we hate about professional wrestling. As you guys know, I'm trying to grow the channel to 500,000 subscribers, so consider liking this video and join the notifications on. When someone turns heel and all of a sudden their stats go down significantly, this always happens and it always pisses me off. People are saying who would win, the tribal chief or the big dog? And the answer to me is just so obvious. Obviously the big dog. The big dog run through everybody, and yes, the tribal chief is more successful. He held the championship for 1,000,000 days, but also he cheats a lot. The big dog would not approve. The big dog would say, no, I'm gonna do it on my own. Woof woof. And it's the case with every single wrestler imaginable. Is it necessarily a problem? A little bit, but I do understand it. Heels act this way for the sake of building the good guys. You know, the Rey Mysterios of this world. Nothing pisses me off more than when a wrestler is about to win a match, someone distracts them, and they start looking at them on the ramp and not going for the pin. That is a very good take, and I do have an example. The reason Kevin Owens lost against Goldberg in a few seconds, remember that? Remember that great WWE moment when Uncle Bill made your day? Remember how that actually happened? It's because Kevin Owens focused on Chris Jericho. And this is just one example. It keeps happening. And it's not just the heels being dumb, it happens to the babyfaces too. When wrestlers are watching matches backstage and they stand at an angle partially facing the camera, that always gets me. What you mean we all watched like that? What you mean? What you mean, people? What you mean? I can't believe this is something nobody pointed out in the previous video. I get it from a production standpoint, but it's just so illogical. Did WWE change that, by the way? I'm pretty sure they did. Did they? Also, when Jeff Hardy has to dance on the entranceway every time on his way to the ring before helping wrestlers in the ring. Oh my god, he's in danger. Hold on, man, I'm gonna help you! My man is in no rush. Oh my god, Matt Hardy is in danger. It's a shame, brother. It's a shame, my dear brother, that I first gotta apply my face paint. And I mean, the people want to dance. The people want to dance. Yeah, maybe it's a bit much. I get it when you're doing that during your normal entrance. But Jeff, it seems like you're in a rush. Something that never makes sense is when an opponent is shoulder blocked by John Cena. Stay down! Why did they continue to get up? Then when they go for the lariat and miss, stay down! Oh, this is what we call a comeback. Randy Orton does this, John Cena does this, Hulk Hogan is probably the perfect example. Sure, it doesn't make any sense. I'm with you right here. And it's also very, very, very predictable because it happens in every single match. And you should probably learn by now that, dude, just stay down, do something different, don't do the clothesline. He's gonna reverse. But it's part of their signature moveset, so I'm not really complaining. We should get more reversals though, when the wrestlers are so shocked when the opponent kicks out of a move that isn't their finisher, like a clothesline. So I talked about it in the previous video that I am okay with 2 counts, right? It makes sense after a move, since you're pretending this is all real, you think you did something right here, so you're trying to pin him. But when you're shocked about it, oh my god, I did a body slam and he kicked out. Dude's crazy, man. He's crazy. Yeah, that's a bit ridiculous. Every wrestler's answer to wrestler's request for a championship: I accept. Well, Kevin Owens would disagree. He didn't even want to face Cody for the championship. I get what you mean though. It's always the baby faces though, because obviously, you know, they're a fighting champion, they accept the championship title match. I'm partially fine with that as long as the wrestler who's challenging actually deserves a title shot and he won a lot of matches and it makes sense anyway, he would be in a match anyway, right? It doesn't make sense when someone like Jinder Mahal gets a championship match after losing 1,000,000 matches. A great solution is just have more #1 contenders matches. They give us a reason to watch anyway, and it also makes sense. I hate how long Randy Orton's dropping DDT takes. You know which one he's talking about, when Randy Orton is just moving around doing his crazy facial expressions. And that's not the only move that has that. For example, look at Austin Theory right here. He could punch his opponent, do something. But how else are you gonna set up a move? It's just some things we gotta accept, man. I hate how everyone and their mother uses the spear. Well, I have never seen Goldberg's mom doing a spear, so you're wrong. Goldberg, Roman, Lashley, Breaker, Edge, the list goes on and on and on and on. I get it, but honestly, it's just a great finisher. It's a great finisher. I'm okay with Roman Reigns, Braun Breaker doing a spear in the WWE. Are these the only two people who are doing it currently? Because if they are, I'm completely fine with that. Oh, and Jey Uso is doing it. Oh, that one is weird. Why, Jey? I can't stand all the leaks, rumors, predictions on social media. Had nobody known Roman Reigns was going to show up at SummerSlam, think about that reaction. I get where you're coming from, but if we wouldn't get all the speculations, all that shit, that would basically mean nobody cares about what is happening. Sometimes I feel that way too, but at the end of the day, it just shows how much we care about this thing. How much we care about every little detail, every small thing that is happening in professional wrestling. And in a way, sure, I getcha, but it's kinda beautiful. We want long-term stories. Get long-term stories, this is taking too long. Have you seen the editing people are doing on YouTube nowadays? Everything's like for toddlers. But to counter that, there are rivalries that have long-term booking and they're great. But sometimes the rivalry is just not clicking and WWE are dragging for whatever reason, so you know, it really depends. Suicide dives in every effing match is enraging. I honestly gotta agree, it's supposed to be a very impressive move, but you just kinda get used to it and it doesn't mean anything to you anymore. I'm so glad WWE don't even rely on these kind of matches. When we get that, it's special, we talk about it. In AEW, every match is like that, right? So it's not impressive anymore, you just don't care about it. But sure, I gotta agree on this move. It just gives me Monday Night Raw vibes. My major pet peeve currently is the music. Man, I made so many videos about this. Make sure to check them out. Music in WWE absolutely sucks right now, with some, exceptions, of course. I guess the music don't represent the characters anymore, and that is the biggest problem. Most music could be applied to any wrestler. Pedigree used as a regular move is so bad. So Seth Rollins is doing it, Cody is doing it right now. It's not necessarily a regular move, it's a signature, but it never wins matches. And it's a shame because Pedigree is one of the greatest WWE finishers of all time, and it should be someone's finisher. Someone new actually should debut and get it as a finisher. It's time. I know it's really hard to not think about Triple H when we would get that, but I mean, they got away with a stunner. Kevin Owens is doing it, so why not? By the way, Kevin should just go back to the pop-up powerbomb. It's such a unique finisher, why would you even bother? The men are not allowed to defend themselves from women who are assaulting them. I don't necessarily have a problem with that, even if you're a heel. Morally, everybody knows you shouldn't do that to women, right? When someone gets Irish whipped and their opponents dug down, never seen that work out. I never saw that working out either. So for example, I Irish whip my opponent, and I'm waiting like this, right? You know what's gonna happen? Boom! I get hit is what's gonna happen. Every time. Every single time. Moved to a new country, just got a job. I'm pushing the weights constantly, and I'm happy. Let me celebrate by seeing your nipples. Why is that in there? Finally, sounds like everything is a problem in modern wrestling to people. Get over it. Who said modern wrestling? All of these things happened decades ago. Look, if I would hate wrestling that much, I wouldn't watch it. None of you would. It's completely fine to say, I love this thing, these things are dumb, and you know what? I kinda find them hilarious. Some things should change, but at the same time you understand that's what makes professional wrestling. In reality, none of it makes sense. Doing an Irish whip and your opponent gets back, none of it makes sense. You know the last thing you would do in a real fight? A Hurricane Rana. It's just us poking fun at the thing we like. We love. People, thank you so much for watching this video. Appreciate your input right here. Consider subscribing. The great one. Peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.